Good morning, traders. How you guys doing on this beautiful Tuesday, May 14th? To all the mothers out there, happy belated Mother's Day. I know you guys had your day 2 days ago, but happy Mother's Day to you. Yeah, guys, let's get into it, man. I'm happy to be back. Oh man, it's I've been working, been working, running my businesses, really focusing on that. But as always, I try to stick around, and I always look in and just keep an eye on the market at all times. But yeah, guys, it's good to be back. Um, I know it's something I know it's something I love to do because when I know I'm coming back, or maybe you guys can feel the same. When you know you're coming back, man, I don't sleep. I sleep like less hours. I'm ready to get up and get started. Yeah, guys, get up earlier than normal. Yeah, guys, so that lets me know that it's definitely something I enjoy doing and look forward to doing. But yeah, guys, let's see what's going on today. I've heard about. Let's do a recap of what I've been hearing and seeing the last couple days and week. Or I think I've been going for about 2 weeks now. Like 2 weeks ago, I did make like one or two trades. Or no, last week I made one or two trades, and I was off my game. I'm not gonna even lie. I went down to like $600 from my 800 and something. So I was off my game. So like yesterday, I actually was back yesterday, but I didn't make any trade. I just wanted to. I know I'm a little rusty when I get gone, missing like that. So I said, let me just go ahead and look over some stocks and kind of, get back familiar with everything in my strategy and make sure I'm still on my game. So I feel like I'm back and ready. So today is the day I'm going to be back trading if I see any opportunities. But yeah, guys, for one, Uber. I heard the big news on that. I actually did a live stream of the actual full day or most of that day. As soon as I got an alert on my phone, I got an alert on my phone saying, "Hey, Uber has gone live," and that was at like 11 something or 12 something. So immediately I'm like, "Oh, I gotta see this. I gotta, this is the most hyped stock of the year. I don't think it's gonna be any stock more hyped than Uber for this year, anyway." You had Lyft, you had Pinterest, and but those still aren't to the level of Uber. So I had to look it over. But anyway, it started at 45. Let's see here. And then by some accounts they said it started at 42, but from what I can see is 45. I actually started watching it around like 12 something, so I missed the first minutes of it. But yeah, it was exciting, guys. It had like 100 and something million shares traded. So they definitely, raised capital. If they weren't profitable before, which they said in a lot of reports that they were not profitable and didn't see it in the foreseeable future, I can tell you what they gained a lot of capital here because definitely it was very liquid. But all you can see is it's been going down. But see, I saw a couple opportunities as a day trader, but I wasn't able to take it. I just wasn't it's too high. I would have only gotten like 100, like 50 shares or something like that. I could have made like $50 here and there, but for the risk to reward, I just didn't take it. So, but it was a good opportunity, guys. It kind of held that VWAP, but ultimately it couldn't retrace back to 45. It tried. I actually got the mark where my I like to use this term. It's funny to me. My proprietary algorithm. It's a joke, guys. But anyway, when my proprietary algorithm told me it was time for it to come down, I put this mark here. I put it. I actually, if you guys could see the live stream, you'll see I put it as it was here, not when it got here. It's not like I saw that this was this part. This is how I saw it. This is where I was when I saw it. This is when I saw certain something that I saw. Looking at the volume, I have my. I'll show you. Have a couple indicators here down here. It's like hidden. Then I also have a couple others on the other ones. You can't see them unless I expand the chart. But anyway, I saw certain things and I put my indicator here as if I was going to get in the trade here. And if you look, well, first of all, it broke from this uptrend. It was on a small little uptrend, and then it broke under. That was one sign. And then in the channel, it couldn't go over the halfway mark, couldn't stay over the halfway mark, and then also couldn't stay under the bottom of the channel. So that lets you know that it's a change of speed, change of pace on it. But anyway, I put that mark in. Sure enough, after that it went down. But anyway, yeah, guys, that's an exciting play. It's down to 37, but I honestly can see this one rebounding. I don't think it's gonna make the same. It's not gonna go down the exact same path as Lyft. It's a little bit better than Lyft. So honestly, my opinion is I would purchase something if I was a long-term investor, or not long-term like very long, but like maybe like a swing trade for a couple weeks or days or weeks, even month or two or whatever. I would be loading up down here. I can see Uber just off of its popularity. And I know popularity doesn't necessarily move the markets, but hey, look at it's a lot of things that's moved just because all eyes are on it, and just people believe that it's gonna go up, even if the fundamentals aren't anywhere to be seen, or they're not even making money, they're in a hole. We see stranger things have happened in the market. So I would actually, I don't think that Uber, this stock with such huge of a name, is gonna go to $0. I just can't see it not in the foreseeable future. You know what I mean? I think you're gonna get some good bounces. So you may get it, a range going on, maybe 36 to 50 or 25 to 40, but it's gonna be waving, or it's gonna go up. But you're gonna have opportunity to make money there. So another thing is going up, which I can't pull it up here because I was just reading an article. A lot of firms, a lot of brokerages, United States brokers don't have Bitcoin available for you to buy. So but anyway, the article I was reading, and I was doing a little research, and you know, we're all seeing what's going on with Bitcoin. Right now it's at like 7,000. Let me see here. It went down to like a low of like 35, near 3,500. Now it's at like seven. I know the other day I looked at it. Yesterday I took a look. It went up to 75, then it came down to like 7,000. I'm sorry. And if you're watching it, you know exactly where it's at. But yeah, it definitely doubled, and now it's back up to 8. It's over 8. So yeah, guys. What? Okay, so this is the speculation and the theory here. This is the speculation and this is the theory. They're saying that there will be another bull run. Now, you got to listen to me all the way, because we all know in these markets, just because something is going up doesn't mean it's going to go to the moon. But they do have valid reasons. Now, one of the reasons that they say it's going to go up, and it's going to go up at a feverish pace, is the fact that E-Trade, a brokerage that has I think it's over like 30 million members. And then TD Ameritrade, which is this broker with the Thinkorswim, they have over 11 million users, right? So now what they're gonna do, what they're working on, is making it to where you are able to buy Bitcoin through the exchanges. That is big news, because as of right now, they said they asked people back when they had the bull run before, why didn't you get Bitcoin, or do you have Bitcoin? And a lot of them said no, and they said, why didn't you have it? They said because it's hard to get. Because back then, you had to, go know a little, be a little computer savvy. You had to get your key, your digital private key, and get the encryption code, the long little code with all those funny figures in it, and whatnot. A lot of people just wasn't into that. They wanted to get in, but they couldn't. They wasn't familiar with that. Now you're gonna have the market involved. You're gonna have it being regulated. The Bitcoin is gonna be somewhat regulated. Your purchases. You don't have to worry about losing your key or your digital key or your private key. They're gonna right now. TD Ameritrade and E-Trade are in talks to allow you to purchase Bitcoin through their brokerages. So you'll be able to buy it like on here. This is Thinkorswim. You don't have to go that long route. So that's big news. What that means is now, basically, what that means is a lot more people will have access to it. So it's basically like a door is opening, a big flood door is opening, where you're getting like 50 million new customers that have potential customers that have access now to get in. So that's why they're saying it will have another run. So it's a valid reason. It's not like, okay, it's just going up now for no reason. Um, right now, as we speak, is at 8,081.91, 8,190. Well, now it's at $8,193 Bitcoin. So that's something to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on the regulation and what the brokerages are doing and their progress in allowing its access. So you would basically just be able to type in, BTC. Right now, you can't do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're working on that. So as soon as they allow us common folk, common retailers, retail investors to take part, that just opens up, so many more buyers. So that's what a lot of people don't know that they haven't read about that, and they don't know why Bitcoin is going up. That's one of the reasons right there. One of the major reasons. Look it up. But anyway, back to where we are. And I'll actually make a video. I should make a video about that. But anyway, yeah, the S&P, it hit a low, but it's actually rebounding up nicely, but it's kind of holding and consolidating, so you can't really say where it's going from here. But as we all know, the trade talks, between China and the U.S. has kind of been affecting the overall market ever since they kind of canceled their talks. The market has kind of drifted down, but the market is resilient. So you can see here is a semi bounce up, and we're definitely headed. Some areas of opportunity, as the president has stated that he's going to work on infrastructure, um, and obviously defense is two of the biggest areas. So you want to look for plays in those areas for long term. Right now, let's take a look at the market for us day traders here today. What's going on today? We're not even. I'm going into the long term investing and everything. But right now you got with the highest volume down below. When I say down below, I mean anything under like $10 and low float. You got ASEX. That's the top most active as far as volume is concerned. It had its quarter one earnings yesterday after the bell. The sales are up, so that's somewhat good news. The net is, I have to look through it, but yeah, they had their quarterlies yesterday. Let's see, it's kind of bouncing around. It hasn't picked the direction fully yet. As you can see, it's going in a little wave pattern, consolidating pattern. So just keep an eye on that one to see if it breaks out to the upside. If it breaks out, then there may be a play to the long side. But let's go ahead and take a look. Up next, you got RIOT, Riot. Right now, that's not looking too hot. I wouldn't, it needs volume. Right now, it has 84,000 shares. Let's see if you have a catalyst here. Straddle price. So I don't see any news here. So I would probably leave that one alone. Remember, guys, you're looking for A1 opportunities. You don't want to just be jumping at any and everything because everything moves. You know what I mean? But if you want to find things that have a high probability, you want to get the odds in your favor. Now if you're just picking stocks, just moving at the moment, or you see something jumping up and you just take a position, then like people say, you might as well go to the casino, or just gamble or throw a coin in the air and pick heads or tails because that's basically what's going on. It's like a 50-50 chance. You want to get the odds more in your favor. So when a stock like that has no news, it can go off on technicals. I've seen that many times. Um, But yeah, you want to find stocks that have some action. So next one down, SLDB has 74,000 shares traded, and that one just heading lower. Let's see here. SL. Let's see if there is shorts available. I'm not looking to short it, but yeah, there are shorts available here. But anyway, it's so extended to the downside. You'll be more you should be more inclined to look for the upside because it can continue lower, but it is so far. Let's see the news here. This thing is down from like what is it like $9 to just $4, $5 drop. Hey, that's one thing. Okay, so underperform has been cut to underperform. Well, that's because of its quarterlies. There you go. They had their quarterlies yesterday. First quarter loss. Okay, there you go. There you have it right there. No gains. Look at the revenue, $0. What you know what I mean? You talk about a shell company. No revenue, $0. That's crazy. What were they doing? What are they? Anyway, yeah. Some of these companies are just crap. That's why the low caps get a bad name for the most part. Every now and then you'll get a what they call it, a unicorn. One that is a real company down this low, and it eventually goes off to get into the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, $50 and everything else. But for most of these companies, they're just crap. That's why we just really day trade them. How do you have $0 of revenue? I mean, you may not have any profits, net profits after all expenses, but you didn't even have revenue. Anyway, yeah, this stock is going down, guys, and I wouldn't even try to catch a falling knife here and try to catch it going up. You know what I mean? Because you just never know. It could do anything right now. So I wouldn't play it. But there's plenty of opportunities there if you know what you're doing. I just don't personally have a strategy for this. But there's opportunities everywhere around the market. That's one thing I like about the market. Let's see what's next, guys. Down the list. Let's see anything else pop up. AYTU has popped up. I actually was doing all that talking, but it popped up a couple minutes ago. Popped up about 10 minutes ago, actually. AYTU. All right, guys, we got some action. We got some action here. Let's see. AYTU. Uh, it had a FD. Okay, there you go. Whenever you see the term FDA, I don't care if they're saying the FDA did not approve it. The FDA did approve something. There's a FDA designation or anything. If you just see the word FDA in the headline, that will move the stock, and that's exactly what happened. So let's see what exactly it's saying. New one will be required. A contradiction to not use these medicines. All right, so yeah, the FDA has basically updated a warning. So so that's what to me leads me to believe that's why it popped and dropped. First, people saw that it said FDA, they just bought in. But as they read it a little further, it sold off. That's my theory on it. Also, guys, you got one reverse split recently that just happened 2 days ago or yesterday. Uh, VISL. It's a new IPO. A lot of people is not even on their radar yet. Actually, it has zero volume today, so a lot of people don't even know it yet. But keep that. Oh, you have to be ahead of the game, guys. So anyway, yeah, that's VISL. I had it already on my. I have a recent reverse split watch list, and it stays updated with anything that either has just recently been made a reverse split or is upcoming within like the next week. Uh, anyway, but this is one of them. This is one. It has a super low float. It's only 1 million shares and 1.9 million shares in the float. So that's nothing. That means this thing can just run. It could go all over the place quickly. So I'll keep an eye on that. So right now, guys, that's about it. So here's the. Let's see. Let me let you know the game plan. Let me look it over one more time here. As of right now, as far as volume is concerned, that's about it. You got some. You got a lot of activity down with like down here with like 2,000 shares traded and 4,000 shares traded. I see CATB, a lot of them here, but that it's not enough volume to really talk about yet. So um, let's see here. So anyway, the game plan for today, guys, really is a scanner day. The best opportunity would have been um, AYTU, but it popped and dropped. It's dropped too far. It's retraced to me, but it's still something to keep an eye on. Hey, if it could retrace and get over this 290, maybe off to the races. So keep an eye on it. Never count anything out. But just keep it on watch. But anyway, I wouldn't touch it unless it gets over the highs. 290 for ASEX. Also, I would need it to get over the highs. As you can see, it's been holding pretty well. Right now, it's forming a beautiful pennant. It's like you can see this. You can see this with your eyes. You don't have to draw this one. You can see it's just a beautiful. So it's gonna eventually have to break out one side or the other. That's beautiful. Beautiful flag, pennant, whatever you want to call it. That's my guy. I watched Pat too. Shout out to Patrick over there. Actually, we're in the same area somewhere. He's in Fort Lauderdale. I'm somewhere near there. So, or Davie or whatever the case may be. But shout out to Pat. But yeah, guys. Yeah, you can see this. You can see it with your eyes. That's how clear that this pennant is. You could actually see this without having these drawings here. So let's see what it does. It's been squeezing. It's making higher highs, but now it's making lower high. I'm sorry, higher lows and lower highs. So at some point it's gonna have to break out because higher lows means is a bullish sign. If it's making higher lows, that's usually bullish. But then lower highs is usually bearish. So, but I think it's been holding up pretty well here. I want to kind of say it's gonna bounce up, but definitely keep an eye on it, guys. It's something to keep an eye on, and you see what it just did. It actually is it's responding to these lines pretty well, and these are just drawn up. So that basically means a lot of people adhere to this. So you want to kind of get hip to what everybody else adheres to because that's going to help your trading. If you know where everyone is going to be reacting, then you could get a jump start on it by doing the same things or right before they do it. Uh, yeah, but right now, guys, I, ASEX I think is right now the best one I'm watching, and it has 300,000 shares traded. So that's the one I'm actually keeping an eye on the most. It's kind of in this range. So right now, I wouldn't doubt if it does this again. 409 down to 404, maybe even down to $4. But it has to break one way or the other sooner or later. So it's either gonna break up or it's gonna break down. But that's the one right now I have my eyes on. All right, guys. Until next time, it was good seeing you guys. Good talking to you guys. Not seeing you, but talking to you. And I will stay tuned. I'll be in as soon as I'm able to be in. I may be in tomorrow. I may not, depending on what my schedule, what pops up on the schedule. All right. So, but I'll let you know, guys. I'll keep you up to date. Happy trading.